Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Welcome to Talkin' Hits, a video podcast extension of the Country Top 40. And Scotty McCreery is an American country music singer. Of course, he won the 10th season of American Idol on May 25th, coming up on that May 25th, 2011. Scotty, welcome to the most impactful countdown in country music.
Let's go, man. How you doing, Fitz?
How was that prepared intro?
That was amazing. Best intro I've heard in years, my man.
Hey, first of all, how was your mom? I love your mother. How is she doing?
You always ask about her. I appreciate that. Yeah, she's great. She's wonderful. Back down the street and gone to North Carolina with the folks. So yeah, they're doing great, man. I appreciate it.
What about this past year for you? I mean, tell me what you have been doing this past year to occupy the time.
Yeah, I was just restringing my guitar right before I hopped on with you. So I've been in, this is like my little studio room, and I've been in here more than ever in the last year. I've kind of found my love of picking up the guitar and like learning an old Travis Tritt song or an old Blake Shelton song or something that I did when I was a kid that I never had the time for in the last 10 years, really, because I was always go, go, go. And all of a sudden I was like, man, I had the time to kind of learn this stuff again. And so I kind of found that love again in the last year, for sure.
Would you also say that with this past year, you mentioned going back, finding that love and just picking up the guitar, playing old songs. What about as far as, taking this year to really plan out the next few years? Not only, hit songs you're working on and even what your touring looks like. Tell me about sort of that process.
Yeah, you're spot on. We've definitely had a lot of those big picture meetings, whether it's with management group or whether it's just with me and my wife. We've been planning ahead and looking for, like, once the world opens back up, what are we doing then? What's our 5-year plan? So yeah, and again, just writing songs for this record, writing songs for down the road and the next record. We've just had that time, that we never had before. So we've got a lot of songs in the bank right now. So hopefully that we'll be putting out more music more frequently. Coming up.
Would you say too that since everybody's been pent up, that maybe 2021 and 2022 we're going to see some of the best performances in country music and probably hear some of the greatest songs that we've ever heard our entire lives?
I think so. I think not only is the pent up energy, like folks want to get back out there and just feel the energy again. I think we're just gonna people had time not one to think about their shows, put new things in their shows probably. And kind of look back from 30,000 feet and say, all right, what were we doing good? What were we doing bad? But also, like, I've told Gabi, like, hey, once we get back out there, like, I probably won't be coming home that much because we want to be out there. So,
so you're probably not going to see your mom quite as much when you're out on the road again.
No, not going to see much of anybody for sure, unless they come on out there. We were going to be on the Chris Young tour last year, and we were going to have like a family and friends bus out there that we've never had before too. So maybe we'll get to do that.
And I also noticed this year, it seems like, and you don't have to tell me, but it seems like you might have visited maybe a couple of resorts where I saw you basking in the pool, drinking some champagne or something with your wife.
We went to one and we did drink a lot of champagne. Matter of fact, we drank the pool bar 2 days that we were only there 5 days. 2 of the 5 days we were there, we drank the entire bar clean of champagne. We were doing mimosas. And then we went to the other bar that was kind of a little walk, but we went there they were like, we're out here. So we went there and got their champagne. And then we went back and I heard somebody go up there. I was like, can we get a mimosa? And the bar person was like, well, we would, but these guys in straw hats have been taking all of our champagne. We have nothing left.
And you start drinking those mimosas in the morning, and then all of a sudden, you don't really realize, and you're having so many mimosas, and then that champagne headache, boom, it gets you, doesn't it?
Oh, I know. The champagne headache, but also just there's so many bubbles. You just feel like you're that big balloon girl on Willy Wonka, that just blowing up, the blueberry girl.
What have you been doing as far as just sort of to, a personal hobby for you to sort of rejuvenate this year? What's something that you have been falling back on? You mentioned playing the guitar and stuff.
Yeah.
But what's something else that you've been doing since you've had a lot of time this year?
Yeah, you know, I feel like the one thing that never really shut down, that was always open, were the golf courses. You know, you can get outside. I am always socially distanced on the golf course because I'm normally looking for my ball off in the woods while everybody else is in the fairway. So
Out and one. Wait, what is it? Out and one, in and two, hitting three.
exactly. Yes, I said that a lot this last year. So I played a lot of golf. I was out there just to kind of take your mind off of things and have a little fun.
A couple of weeks ago, Scotty, Brett Young came out with what he mentioned what he would call his country music baseball dream team. And I was very upset about this because he didn't bring you up. And I'm like, first of all, you know, you got to put Scotty on pitcher because Scotty's got one heck of a curveball. I know that for a fact. So Scotty's got to be pitching. So I just want to let you know that I included you inside of the country music baseball dream team.
Thank you. I appreciate the respect. There's some respect on my arm. I feel like if I tried to throw that curveball now, I would like be sore for 2 weeks. So I don't think I got that anymore. But yeah, old Brett, he's a good dude.
How competitive is Nashville? I mean, obviously, when you came in, you know, winning American Idol, right? You had, you know, what unbelievable exposure to launch a career.
Yes.
But as you continue, as years go by, you continue to make your hit songs. And obviously, you hear about the massive amounts of people continuing to move to Nashville, the massive amounts of people who try to get discovered now on TikTok. How competitive is this industry?
It's such a weird thing because it's extremely competitive. Everybody wants to be at the top. Everybody wants to be the best, have the biggest tours, the most hit songs. But like everybody's friends, everybody's great friends. So it's like the guys you're competing with are really just your buddies, and it's just that friendly rivalry or whatever you want to say it like that. But on the flip side, outside of just the folks that are, you know, already in the industry and on the charts and stuff, I hear so much good talent in Nashville just walking around the streets, and I hear like, man, how is that person not on the radio? I mean, there's so much great talent in Nashville. So it is, in that aspect, extremely competitive. And
with that, how does Scotty McCreery continue to make the hits? You know, for example, I love introducing your songs on the Country Top 40. U Time, congratulations on U Time. So how do you continue to stand out when there is so much competition out there and everybody's wanting the same thing?
Yeah, you know, I think when I was getting started out in all this, which is crazy to think, like you said earlier, it was 10 years ago, but I didn't really know the industry. And so all I was doing, looking back, hindsight 2020, was kind of chasing. All right, what's working in radio? I'm going to chase that. I'm going to chase this. And now I think in the last couple of years, I've just kind of been more comfortable being me. And
yes, I love hearing that. Yeah. You found you, right.
I really think that. And so look at, I never had a number one until 5 More Minutes, and that was just a song I wrote from the heart. And then, luckily enough, my second one was a song that I wrote for my wife, that's straight from the heart. In Between was for me. So I feel like I'm writing my truth. I'm writing what I believe, what I love. And what I'm finding is you only hear about the differences on the news nowadays, but I'm finding if you write your truth and what your life and your real experiences are, we're all a lot more alike than we are different. And
isn't it amazing that when you're writing about your truth and your experiences and what you even like as a song, that is what resonates with your audience too, the stuff that really comes from you?
Yeah, it's amazing how many times we're like, man, you wrote my story, or, you know, we walked down the aisle to This Is It, or 5 More Minutes brought me back to my last football game, my last softball game, or helped me through losing a loved one. So and that means the world to me. That's what you do this for, you know.
You know what I also love is that your freshman year in high school, you were actually a tenor. Then the voice changed, and here comes that bass, right?
Isn't that wild? Yeah,
I love that.
Easy for me to think about. And if I went back and tried to hit those notes now, I think I'd blow a vocal cord or something. So I'm not even gonna try.
Is there a favorite song that you love to cover at your shows?
One we've done from the beginning. We've always done Check Yes or No on the show. I love the story of back when I was on Idol, and King George called me on my cell phone and was like, he picked a song for me to sing that week. And I was just flipping out, man.
Does that mean when King George called you on his cell that you actually have George Strait's cell phone number?
I don't think I saved it. The phone I had back then was like a flip Motorola thing. So the T9 texting. So I don't even know if I could do that back then.
I don't have limited time with you, but as we wrap up, you win Idol. All of a sudden, you start the quest, right? The life in Nashville. Yeah. It's a brand new world for a young Scotty McCreery. who was the first person that was nice to you as far as a country artist is concerned? Who reached out and was nice to Scotty and said, "You need anything, you call me"?
It was Brad Paisley. He took me on my first tour, and there were so many nights that we'd be sitting backstage having dinner together, and he just kind of, put his arm around me and just kind of show me the ropes. And he taught me so much in that year of touring, just about what it takes to be great in Nashville and how to treat your band and crew. When I got to meet his band and crew and learned that at that point they'd been with him 13 years, it's like, man, I want that. So my band, most of the guys have been with me all 10 years now. And the newest guy's been with me 7 years. So I learned a lot from Paisley, and everybody was nice. I feel like there might have been a little bit of he came from Idol, he didn't grow up in the bars and the clubs working for it. There was a little bit of that, but everybody was nice, and I definitely felt welcome when I first got to Nashville.
Isn't it amazing? Then it was, he came from Idol. Now here we are in 2021. Oh, that person came from TikTok. And,
right.
And who knows, even 5-10 years from now, how everything's just gonna change, right? When it comes to discovering new talent.
Dude, it's so crazy. It changes so much. In just the short amount of time I've been doing it, it's changed a lot. And I feel like such an old man now. Like I don't know how to do a TikTok. What's TikTok? My management's like, dude, can you please learn how to do this? I don't know. I don't get it.
But you know what? You are in your prime as a country artist, and we absolutely love your traditional, just sweet country sound.
Appreciate it.
And let me tell you what, congratulations again on U-Time. It is, every week I'm introducing that on the Country Top 40. So let's get.
Appreciate it. Love to hear that, man, for sure.
All right, as we wrap up here, we do something called Country Top 40 silent lip syncing. No voice, no lyrics, no nothing. If you could just silent lip sync one of your songs, we're all going to try to guess what it is. And then at the very end, you could tell us.
All right.
All right, it's CT40 silent lip syncing. Scotty McCreery. You're good at that, man. Scotty McCreery, what song were you silent lip syncing?
I was singing "See You Tonight."
Thank you for your time as always. Thank you for making the hits. Thank you for talking hits. And man, we will definitely be chatting with you soon.
Hey, appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, Fitz. Always enjoy chatting with you, brother.
Back at you.